Das neue Buch ist draußen, Fall of Giants. Es ist wieder ein epischer Roman, es ist wieder ein Ziegelstein von 1020 Seiten, so wie die Follett-Fans das lieben. Es ist eigentlich der Auftakt einer Trilogie über das 20. Jahrhundert. Und es hätte genauso gut Krieg und Frieden heißen können. Fall of Giants is a good title, but it could have been called War and Peace as well, couldn't it?
That title has been pinched by somebody else.
Somebody. Irgendjemand hat den Titel vorweggenommen, ja.
But Tolstoi invented this kind of book. War and Peace was the first book, the first novel, I think, that tried to tell history as personal drama. And of course there have been many more since then, many novels in the same genre, and you're quite right, Fall of Giants is in the same genre. It tells history as personal drama, so it's a novel, so it's about individual characters and the things that they want and the things that they fear and the people they love and the people they hate. But in those terms, we see those characters moving through the seismic events of European history.
Let's talk about the new book. It starts off with a family in Wales, a miner's family in Wales, and a little boy, he's 13. He's going into the mine for the first time on his 13th birthday. Der Roman startet mit einer walisischen Bergarbeiterfamilie. Es gibt Billy, der mit 13 das erste Mal einfährt, das erste Mal tatsächlich in die Mine einfährt. Und ich weiß, dass das einen biografischen Hintergrund hat. There is a biographical background to this, isn't it?
Yes, my grandfather, Arthur Evans, did exactly what Billy Williams does in the first chapter of Fall of Giants. At the age of 13, he began work as a coal miner in South Wales. 13, at this time, 1911, before the First World War, this was the normal age for boys to start work. And as I tried to imagine myself at the age, I remembered myself at the age of 13, and I tried to imagine myself going half a mile underground to do a difficult and dangerous job. And I thought it was just terrifying, and it must have been terrifying for boys like my grandfather to do that. The other reason that scene is there is that I wanted readers to know right from the start that this book is about history as it's made by ordinary people. It's not just about presidents and prime ministers and kaisers and czars. So I wanted to start with something very mundane, something very ordinary, a small boy on his first day at work.
You're British, how come? How come you write a German person so sympathetically?
Well, I wanted to tell this story from everybody's point of view. A lot of books of this type are written from the point of view of one country, and I think that's less interesting. That makes it a biased view. So I wanted to tell all of these stories, in fact, I wanted to tell from multiple points of view. And so Walter is a character. He's young, he's progressive in his ideas, he believes in democracy. His father is a much more traditional man. He's conservative, and he believes in the old values. He believes in the monarchy. He doesn't believe in democracy. He believes in tradition. And so the two of them have arguments. And I think, for me, that's much more interesting in a novel than having just one point of view. So you can see these two people quarreling. They love one another, of course, which makes it drama, and they're quarreling about these issues of basically of German foreign policy. The father is a high diplomat, the son is a military attaché, which actually means a spy, and so I think readers can see the issues, and they can pick sides. I don't want to tell people what to think. I can show this is how these people thought. This is what these people thought. They have an argument, and you can decide which one you agree with.
There are always strong women in your books. Always. I mean, sometimes you do horrible things to them, but there are strong women in your books. How come?
Well, they are the ones who are interesting, aren't they? I mean, it's very difficult to have weak people in a novel because they don't do anything and they don't get into trouble. So you need to have strong people who do things and take risks. Plus, the truth is that I write about the kind of women that I'm attracted to. And it's a weakness of mine. Indeed, it's a Follett family weakness that we are attracted to strong women. There are lots of very strong women in the Follett family, and that's the kind of woman I write about. But it's also a literary decision, you know. That's the kind of character that will be interesting. She will make you think, oh my God, what's going to happen to her? She's taking a risk now. Will this work out okay, or will she get into terrible trouble? And that's what makes us turn the pages. If people like it, I guess I may end up thinking this is my best effort, my chef d'oeuvre in French. But you know, it's so hard for me to know. I'm waiting to see what you all think of the book. I hope you will all send me emails when you've read it and tell me that if you like it. And if you don't like it, tell me why. Because this is what I'm waiting for. It's a new book out. It's only been read by journalists. And forgive me, journalists don't count, you know. Because they don't pay for the book. So I'm waiting to hear from people who actually paid for the book to see whether they like it.
Good luck with the book. I know you'll sign up some books, but you've got other appointments now as well. Thank you very much, Ken Follett. Vielen Dank Ihnen und noch einen schönen Messetag. Herzlichen Dank.